Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of my campaign on Total War 3 Kingdoms as Gongsun Zan, where we are currently having loads of fun. We're doing, we started the campaign. We took our first province of Yuzhou, the Iron Mine in Yuzhou. Yuzhou is the commandery. Yes, the Yuzhou is the commandery. So we took the Iron Mine. So we're currently getting our forces mustered. We've got some archers and we got some new frontline infantry. So yeah, right now there's nothing else we can do. We just need to progress. Let's do it. So my plans are to basically back myself into this corner and then fight out of it. Because that's the safest thing to do. Is if you put yourself in a corner, it's going to be harder for you to be taken out of it. Now,
get the stables ready for my horses.
So currently, our public order is growing because the faction support here is enough for it to it's lower than me having a garrison.
China's problem.
And in 3 turns, or probably in 2 turns, I will leave and go get myself this Yubaiping, the trade port here, which is obviously part of my main thing. Now, trade ports are legitimately one of my favorite buildings, provinces. Purely because they allow such great income early on, and even in late game, they just provide you with a lot of income. Now, at the moment, we are very secluded from even Dong Zhuo. The person I want to meet is here, because he will help me get rich. Legitimately, he will help us be rich. So we're actually just going to end another turn. There's not much we need to worry about right now until Liu Yu betrays us. We're pretty much okay. Now, reforms. Let's have a look at them. So in 3 Kingdoms, the tech tree is essentially reforms instead, and this is what it looks like. There are mercantile, state... Well, look. Philosophy, trade, infrastructure and economy, government reforms, military doctrines, and architecture reforms. Now, all of these lead to... basically, they all lead somewhere. Now, the ones who've got this little symbol here, they have units. So these ones will provide us with saber infantry. This one would provide us with pearl dragons. This one, onyx dragons, and so on and so forth. And they basically just provide you with better and better units. And now the ones at the end are the good ones, like these. They're all the dragon units. And this one is Azure Dragons. I think this one is the Jade. Then we've got this one, which is the... No, that's not it. That's not the end. So... Yeah, mounted archers. We've got yellow dragons, pearl dragons, onyx dragons, and last but not least, not the same level, but a heavy repeating crossbow. Now, I normally, in my 2 of my campaigns out of the 4 I've played, I went straight towards one of the end of these guys, and honestly, I suffered a little bit because I wasn't focusing stuff. I wasn't dealing with my economy. I was just too busy going straight towards something. And that was these. And these guys are really good in my opinion. They're heavy glaive and bow infantry, but we'll worry about that later. So right now, we need to figure out what we want. So currently, what do we make most of our money from? So currently, our economy is majority commerce, which is weird, but that's what it is. So it means if we can both boost commerce, which I believe is... This one is trade, this one is commerce. That's trade influence. They're both trade at the moment. Well then... This actually does unlock you repeating crossbows, but you will need a strategist to actually use them. Now, so what do I want to get? So let's have a look. So we could get a trade agreement. We don't really need one just yet. We can increase our trade from commerce. There it is. So probably going to get that one. This one will cheapen construction costs on mines, and then also unlock these buildings. Plus 15% income from peasantry. We don't actually make any from peasantry just yet, so that's good. This just gives us military supplies. This one, cheaper construction costs from military infrastructure. And this one just gives us growth. It is good to get growth early on, but I'm actually going to go for plus 10% commerce. Because right now, we need any amount of money we can make. So next turn, I'm actually... You know what? It'll take me... You know what? We're going to go to here. Because here, we should still get... Okay. Unfortunately, we're not getting them as quickly, but the trade port shouldn't be that well protected, so we're not going to worry. But let's end the turn. Now, we're going to fly by turns quite quickly early on. Because there's not much we need to really do. We just need to support, while we're trying to establish ourselves, turns go very quickly. And mission successful. The city transforms. So basically, yeah, because we upgraded the city, we got your economy grows, which cheaper construction cost and construction time down. An army is called for. Gongsun Zan raises it. With the war is the business of the age, my lord, and so to war we must go. Yet we must field stronger forces if we are to complete this bloody conflict. I'll compete is this bloody conflict. Okay. Muster more forces, then march to combat your enemy. So we need to have 2 more units than we currently have in any army. And that'll give us plus 50% plus 50 bonus experience from units per season and plus 10% replenishment rate faction wide. And we gained this ancillary, which is the philosopher, which is great to give to people who want. This is one where you give to a faction leader, heir, or prime minister. So can't really use that just yet. And we obviously upgraded this to a large town. But the building I want to build is this one, because if we look at this, it goes to these two, which... oh, they just look so good. This is the one I'm probably going to go for, because it gives plus 40% income from all sources, which is just great. But right now, I'm thinking the happiness is not going up or down. We could build a tax collection and make it go down. Not really worth it, in my opinion, right now. But we have... oh, no, we've gained this call. This guy, he's just upset. Well, feel free to leave. I don't really want to have to pay for you, if I'm honest, but... what are you going to do? Zhao Yun is the only person I care about right now, and he's at 47, which is still nowhere near high enough, but, you know. I've already given him a satisfaction thing, so... does this horse give satisfaction? No, so pointless to give to him. Now, I'm going to risk it with the troops I've got that we're going to go take the enemy out. So we're going to move ourselves even further, and now we can see what they have currently. They do not have much, but they do have a archer captain, which can be quite annoying. So let's get rid of that. So we can build something here. We can also build government support, which increases food production. We don't actually produce any food here. And gives us income from peasantry. We don't get any income from peasantry here. So that building is just as useless. Oh, no, we do now. Here we do. Not a lot, though. Not something that's worth spending money on. So I'm actually just going to wait, and we're going to prepare to attack this next turn. Now, Gongsun Zan is famous for his officers disliking him because of how he is. Which is why Zhao Yan, I believe? Zhao Yu? Wait a minute. I forgot his name. How would I forget? Yeah, Zhao Yun. Which is why Zhao Yun leaves him for Liu Bei. Which is obviously something I don't want to happen. And we've now got a white thoroughbred. Ooh. Your horse gives you expertise, but you could get authority. It doesn't actually help. This horse is actually slower as well. You can have him still, though, for now. So, let's do it. Let's take this trade port. So we'll do a quick siege. Hopefully it's not a... Nope, okay, we're going to starve them out. Like I said, I hate sieges still. I'm just very bad at sieges, and if I don't want to put myself for a siege that I know I'm not going to win. Now, the one thing that I have with buildings that you currently... you need a small city for any good building. Like this building, small city. This one, small city. So right now, I'm going to try and save up to make this a small city. But we also need to get some food. So hopefully we'll get some, but we'll see. Right now, we can just end the turn. So let's do that. We're just waiting for the trade port to be sieged. So that's we don't need to worry about it. And they are refusing to come out. And unfortunately for us, we are currently losing quite a bit of supplies every month. Many years ago, you both studied under the tutelage of the scholar Liu Yu. Ever since, you've been steadfast friends and the mutual trust that runs deep, coming to one another's aid and visiting frequently to socialize and enjoy each other's company with Liu Bei. Doesn't stop you trying to nick my feckin' officers, does it? And Guanjing has leveled up. So Guanjing is an academic strategist. So essentially, what we can do for him is we can give him... so we give one of these abilities because he's currently unlocked to these two. So we can either give him Judgment, plus one available trade agreement. So that one's not really useful for us just now, but he does get archer damage or range damage if he was a general. We could get this one, which gives ranged armor piercing damage and plus 10... if he was commanding the army, he'd get plus 10% range firing rate. And this one gives plus 25% chance of capturing enemy officers post-battle when present, or if he's the commander, increased rate of wall and settlement damage during sieges. Now, personally, well, also accompanied by the stats, they also get either in this one you get resolve, and in this one you get expertise, and in this one you get judgment. Oh, sorry, cunning. He's meant to be good at cunning, so I'm actually going to give him this because I do intend to have one of my strategists in an army. Zhao Yun, quick question: I can upgrade you? Let's do that. He's now got 60 satisfaction. Good. So we can last another. We can easily starve these guys out for another turn. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, one thing I should mention is the supplies. As you can see, we have two bars. The bottom bar is movement. The top bar is supplies. So an army requires supplies in order to function, which can be gathered when it's in friendly or allied territory containing food reserves, and consumed when in enemy territory. As supplies dwindle, an army loses morale, suffers attrition, and soldiers are lost to desertion and malnutrition. So we're currently losing 30, and we have 71. So we could stand for 2 more turns, and then we'd need to attack. But unfortunately, we're just going to have to save it and wait. The trade port will hopefully make us quite a bit of money, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, surprised the Han Empire hasn't actually tried to attack me. I mean, the first time is when they would have. Ah, Dao Shan. The minister Wang Yun, fearing the tyranny of Dong Zhuo, sends his adopted daughter to the capital. His plan is to have her destroy the relationship between Dong Zhuo and his adopted son, Liu Yu. Which historically worked. Well, historically, it's not a historical thing, but you know what I mean? Now, I'm going to delegate this fight because I have no interest in doing it because it's such an easy fight. And because right now, we just need ourselves some supplies.
Reason can be stronger than steel.
And I would have easily lost like 300 people. Now, what you can do when you take stuff, you can loot, occupy, and sack and withdraw. Pretty much the exact same thing you do in any other game. But I'm just going to be occupying because that's the right thing to do.
We'll take it.
Commandery and conquer. With the commandery under our control, we can now bring chaos, order to the chaos, and discipline to the populace, and from there, victory. So we now got a new ancillary, a composite bow. Basically, with this, you can essentially add it to a character as a what's the word? Accessory, and essentially, it obviously gives them, gives them all those stats. It gives them ranged ability. Commandery secured. Yubei Ping. Oath sworn. We fought side by side in battle together. We are utterly devastated the enemy forces. Good. Building a relationship between your characters will make it so much easier to keep them.
Get the stables ready for my horses.
But we now need to repair this. That's fine. I am thinking of just getting this tax collection. How much money do we make from the peasantry right now here? 25. I could increase that, but it really would not be worth it. Now, how this is obviously these guys getting upset, but the faction support will come is going to come actually quite slowly here now, so that's okay.
Answers China's call.
Alright, so we currently have a good amount of units.
Bring me news of the province.
I would like to get a strategist. I would prefer to get this guy in. Because he likes us, whereas this woman, she does not like us. She's got disharmony with Gongsun Zan. This guy's also more upset, so bringing him in would actually be smarter. But he's currently on an assignment, which I sent him on, so... What are you going to do? Now, we are recovering our supplies, which is great.
Ready for my horses.
I'd also like to be fair to recruit another 2 of these guys, because they're just really good to have, but we'll have to wait.
Welcome. Take a seat.
So currently he has money. And he's currently trading with the Han Empire. Killing Gongsun Zan would be the smart thing to do. But I would like another general in there. And as I want this guy, I'm actually going to take him. I'm also going to give him this because he's it's anything to help with cunning. And it'd honestly make more sense to him to have it. And I can give him even more cunning. So I'm going to. Now, what I intend to do right this second is, I intend to cancel his assignment. So what you do is you go to here, you go to assignment, and you essentially just press that, and it cancels the assignment. Nothing special. Now let's wait out this turn. All the good old guys going past. Gathering strength. Gongsun Zan prepares for war. Alliances are fickle things, and in times of chaos they seldom last. The legacy of Liu Yu is that of a teacher, but now his students have surpassed him and must see his family destroyed. Such is life, such is war. So if we destroy him, we gain the Path of Glory, which gives us obviously what it gives there. And this is why it did it. The threat of Liu Yu. Relations between you and your former master Liu Yu have long been strained. Friction is developing along your expanding borders and small skirmishes have broken out. You urge to be aggressive to prevent Liu Yu from halting your expansion, yet you have also been approached by Yuan Shao, requesting you assault Han Fu with the promise of riches should you oblige. So we can attack Liu Yu. This may be seen as act of treachery. War declared Gongsun Zan and Liu Yu. And diplomatic relations at plus 80 with Han Fu. Or we can do what Yuan Shao has asked us and attack Han Fu. We'll be following the story. It may be seen as an act of treachery. It will declare Gongsun Zan and Han Fu. And diplomatic relations with Liu Yu up. So unfortunately I can't click off this, but I'm actually going to bide my time. You cancelled patience and waited for an opportunity to present itself. Now the reason I'm doing this is because right this second, as much as these guys don't like, Liu Yu doesn't like me, my plans are to move north.
News of the province.
And I can't do that with with someone pestering me. And I'm going to get an extra archer. So we now have 5 archers, which is going to be really good. We're going to need to wait a couple turns to get these guys ready. But we've also unlocked a new reform. You unlock them every 5 turns after the initial free obviously the free turns of the initial one. So what can we get? So we could get plus 10% income from industry or plus an extra 15% from commerce. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of thinking of going for those. Let's have a look at these our income again. Commerce is the majority. So if we increase commerce again, early on it should help us. So you know what, that's what I'm going to do. Now, going down this tree will also lead us to the Onyx Dragons, which are a light bow infantry. They essentially are basically really good. As far as I haven't actually got a chance to use them yet, but they're meant to be really good. So let's get mercantile regulations. Increase my income a little bit. Quite literally though, only a little bit, but anything flipping helps at this point.
Have my generals report.
You're just upset. This guy's just upset with us. He has no links to us, which is something we need to obviously change. So let's end this part. End this turn. Let's not end the part yet, because I haven't done what I need to do, and we haven't got to the end of the time yet.
A garden must be pruned of strangling weeds.
Okay. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, mate, but if you want to attack me, that's fine. Beyond the borders, Gongsun Zan sees his future. If we are to take the fight to our enemies, we must secure our homeland first. Capture the entire commandery and bring it under your control. With a stable base of operations, you can begin to plan your future council, of course. At the end of the turn, we will get that. So we're actually going to return ourselves home now. Because this asshole attacked me. So Gongsun Do.
I'm eager to listen.
Unfortunately, we can't get any alliances right now, so the best we can do is... We are kin, though, so he shouldn't actually attack us. Unless he sees us as sees an opportunity to do so. I am thinking this guy should be dismissed, because right now he's just... He's a pain in the ass. He's not he doesn't like us, and I could do with an extra 100 gold in my inventory, but we'll end another turn and see what happens with Liu Yu.
You would not need fear us.
So if I gave you a ranger's outfit, you would give me 200... You know what, Han Fu? For now, I'm actually... Now, more often than not, you should not trade your ancillaries, but right now, I kind of need people to not want to attack me, so...
We are happy to have pleased you.
Also, he's given us a little bit of gold, and a little bit of gold is better than nothing. So it looks like Liu Yu has done nothing yet, but he does have a...
Fire burns brightly and indiscriminately. But no flame can last forever. Starved of air, it chokes, it splutters, and is then extinguished. The Tyrant is dead. Yet in the ashen darkness, the avaricious prowl.
That they do. Zhang Yan declared war on Liu Yu. Nice one. And Gongsun Men has been born. Mission successful. You gain momentum, cheaper recruitment costs. From each according to their ability. My lord, the generals under your command are talented individuals, each with an array of skills they can put to use in improving your realm. In each commandery, they can be sent on assignments to oversee and improve the infrastructure, both militarily and civic, of your land. Each character has different qualities to bring to these endeavors, so inspect your options carefully and you gain momentum again. Fall of the Tyrant. The minister Wang Yun is plotting to overthrow Dong Zhuo. No longer willing to suffer the tyrant, it is said that Dong Zhuo's adopted son has been manipulated into striking the killing blow. So Dong Ming has taken over. Right, so let's move you quickly to get you home.
Nothing will stop us.
So we can get these little bastards recruited quicker.
Of the province.
Right, first things first, what do we need to do? Oh yes, I need to do this. So what do we...
Is needed.
Again, we make most of our money from commerce, but we do make some money from peasantry, so... I'm going to send her because she gives extra income to commerce, which is just great for us. Now, we're going to rest here because he's now been declared war on by someone else, which means it shouldn't be too hard for us to push up to take Yuzhou and then die, but we'll have to wait. Well, I need to bide my time still a little bit. Actually, you know what? No, I don't. We need to just push on. So let's end this in one more turn for this part, and then we'll, well, we'll see what happens before. I won't say I'll end the part straight away, but we'll see what happens before I end the part. There he is, little sneaky cunt. Coming of age, Gongsun Zan, our son, I believe. There's always a way to tell, not diplomacy. From each according to their own. Gongsun Zan looks for opportunities. The tyrants are dead, and someone must step into the vacuum that he has left. With respect, my lord, if you are to be taken seriously by the nobles of China, you must increase your standings. By whatever means necessary, warfare, diplomacy, shrewd economizing, you must prove yourself influential and worthy of their respect.
An iron fist is needed to rule.
Hello! Don't run away, you little girl! As you can see, he's not ready for me. He has a lot of archers, so he will hurt us. The difference is we actually have more than enough cavalry for a change. Now, before I end this part, I'm going to upgrade Gongsun Zan. So we could get Fury, which increases the morale of his own men when in enemy territory. Zeal, which gives us plus melee, armor piercing, and melee attack. And Clarity, which gives... You know what? Out of all this, we're going to go for Zeal. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to end this part. I hope you guys have enjoyed. In the next part, we'll deal with the rest of the stuff of the state. I'll see you guys then.